right, no car yet. No George, he is off this week. That means I'm gonna have to go ahead and go get my own coffee. This coffee is actually pretty good. It's not Starbucks, but it's good. So, Classic Honors on the Dragon, October 4th. We will be there. I will be driving. Jeff, Del Sol Christian. We are going to rent a trailer. Del Sol Christian is going to use the trailer to pull his trap car up there because it's almost a race car. And in turn, we're going to use this truck to fill it full of our merchandise so we can have our booth there because S2000s don't have a lot of storage. Esther is going to fly up for the event and she will be working the booth. So if you want to meet Esther, you want to get some LHT merch, you will be able to meet her and get some stuff. We will have a payment system there. We're going to take merch up there. That will be all done through this. We're going to have a dedicated t-shirt. That will be a cash only because we're going to keep it off the site. We're going to try and make it an exclusive shirt for the folks at the show. I'm excited for this event. It's not just a show, it's a meet. So many like-minded enthusiasts, and just for the sheer heck of driving. That's what it's all about. Some of the best roads you will ever find are up in this area, Tennessee, North Carolina. That's where the Tail of the Dragon is. The show is 30 minutes from the Dragon. Oh, real quick, I'm filming on an iPhone 15. The iPhone 17 is supposed to be unveiled today. If the forward-facing camera is better, that's what I'm using right now. The quality is a little crappy. If it's better, I'm going to get one. I filmed on a handful of things. I'm going to sell this. If you want this thing, it's a creator combo. We're working on a pressure washing system, and it's one that I've been tested at the house. We'll put one together for me. We'll put one together for George. We've been testing it. We don't want to sell a $3,000 package, but we don't want to sell one of those $500 eBay systems that just suck. We want to have something we know is good. I only sell what I use. You've heard me talk about that before. We may have a detail sponsor. You don't want to get stuff for free and sell crap. I don't want to do that. It's never been my thing. I want to sell a handful of products in the store. I don't want to sell 1,000 products. Nobody wants 1,000 bottles of crap on their shelf and spend, 7 hours washing their car. Nobody has time for that. Anyway, George is off this week. I got to get to it. I got a couple of cars. Let's get the first car. We're putting on a new Robbins top. This is here only for one day. I sold the springs and wheels from my Civic Type R. Super nice guy, traveled from Georgia to get these things. And just because he traveled so far, I give him the lip for free and we installed it. Just a really nice package for this FL5. I like the white on white, very OEM plus. Should we turn that down? As I squeeze that, turn that knob. See that, Esther?
Yeah.
Ready? Turn it. Turn the other way. Oh. Let it go down. There we go. So this is a ball for Esther to sit on, so while she's answering your emails, she doesn't get a bad back. 50 PSI should be good.
I don't know.
What is that a bag ball within a bag?
No. Well, yeah, this keeps it from I don't know. Just stick it in there. Oh, yeah. It's way back. Oh, hold on.
It's got to fill up the bag, right?
Yeah, it's got to fill up the bag. I'm just trying to get it right.
We'll just do it to 40 PSI.
The best part is the reviews that people put, and they're like, the bag is too big. And you're like, well, then you didn't blow it up big enough, people. Not too big.
You ready? Is it zipped up?
No, the zips is somewhere. I got to find it. It's down here. Here it goes.
Find out it's inside out.
That would suck.
Yeah, let it down. See, isn't that better than the foot pump?
There you go. I would have been here all day pumping with the foot.
Look at that.
Yeah, and look, it's got a handle.
The next car is this Civic SI. Have you been around long enough to know the history of this car? I remember when this car came out. I remember so many times going to the Dopey Nationals, and there would be thousands of Civic SIs, to a point where during the award ceremony, if you guys remember back in those days, they used to split the cars up, 99 Civic SI and 2000 Civic SIs, because there were so many. And it's insane now, you don't see them. They've literally disappeared. I used to work on these every single day in the shop. Now I hardly ever see them. 153,000 miles. That's what's so good about a Honda. They just, if you take care of them, they run. Here is a little PSA right here. This is almost always certainly broken because people pull on this section and think it kind of pivots. It doesn't. You got to put your fingers all the way up and kind of pull from the top. You see my fingers right there? See, it's just a tab. Don't pull it from here. Put your fingers all the way to the top and kind of pull from the top. I see that so many times. I hate to see them broken. This, it looks like it's had a clear bra on this. This could really use color correction and detail. Look at that. Apart from the heat shield that's missing, looks like just the way they came. What is that right there? That is not normal. Let's get it into the shop and take a look at this. We're doing some maintenance on this. I want to start this up for you because it's got a very nostalgic, a very old school sound. Just something I really miss. You ready? Belts removed. It's always good to double check before you start installing the new ones. 880 for the power steering right there. So we're using the Bando brand. It's our favorite brand. It's the one that we sell in the store for the S2000. 843 is what came off it. On the call for an 845 and 775 for the alternator. Let's get those on first. I did pull the tensioner and check it. The bearing is nice. I pulled the adjuster for the AC. As you see, I had to use some PB Blaster. I'm going to wire brush this and put a little bit of anti-seize on it. That way it'll go back in nice, and whoever works on it, it'll make it a little easier. Power steering adjuster too. All the belts are on. One thing I always like to do is face the belts outwards. It doesn't really do anything. It's just one of those little things that I've always done. Same with timing belts. I like to be able to read it from this direction. Again, no particular reason. I wish I had a better valve cutter put on this because this is going to flake everywhere. So one thing before removing the valve cover, what I would do is just, it sucks to do this, but blow that off, because as you see how flaky that is, it could end up in the engine. So it sucks. I'm just going to have to make it look worse, but it's to protect it. That, by the way, is a block heater. I didn't recognize anything sitting there because we don't typically have those. Might have been a Canadian model. But anyway, let's get that cleaned up. Let's take the valve cover off and do the valve adjustment. Let's take a look, see how many frequent oil changes this has had. It's actually pretty good under there. Rubber valve cover is stuck down. That's actually not bad. It's got a bit of a kind of like a bronze look, but that's a lot better than just thick black gunge. Again, 150,000 miles. Okay, everything on the exhaust was a little tight. Number 4 was really tight. It calls for 7 and 8. I couldn't get 7 even close in there. I mean, I could have got maybe a 5. So these all a little loose. This one extra tight. These are a little tight. Let's put the valve cover back on, new valve cover gasket kit, onto the next thing. I don't know what filter this is. Who makes that but our tool fits it. To get your new crush washer, if you buy the filter from us, we give you the crush washer because we want you to use it. It's something you should do. Yeah, you could probably reuse that, but then again, you could probably reuse your oil, and we're not going to do that either. If you change your own oil, which I hope you do, we have an oil change kit in the store. It comes with everything you're going to need. It also includes this really cool funnel. So once you got your wheels on, make sure you always torque the wheels down. It does make a difference. You want to make sure those are tight to the correct torque stick. Yes, Esther really does sit on the bouncy ball now. I just wanted to show this to you. This is one of those things that we get a lot of. This is someone wanting us to advertise a reclining chair. It's an $866 chair. I'm sure it's good, but why would I want to advertise a chair on our channel? So you would be amazed. We get people trying to give us solar panels, people trying to give us office chair. We even had a company offers a dental chair and said, we'll ship it to you for free, just show it on your channel. I mean, doesn't that just blow your mind? Why would you want to waste your money on a dental chair? And why would I want it to share with you guys? How many of you guys right now are in the market for a dental chair? This is just like an extra reminder, just so I have another visual. But everything is done, car runs good. It's just so cool to see these cars. I really would like to do like a restoration on this. Imagine cleaning the whole engine bay, rewrapping the harness, new valve cover, color correction. Just kind of bring this thing up to new, just because you don't see them anymore. Oh, what was that? That took a lot more time to cut through than you can imagine. Just using a hole saw, taking my time. This is going to be, anyway, I'll show you this in the future. If you guys know what this is, you know what that is for, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm heading to the bank right now to drop a deposit off. I had 2 drop-offs yesterday, 2 vehicles dropped off, which sounds easy. One of them took us 30 minutes to get it off because he didn't have any boards. And then actually the other one was a pickup, and of course we had to go over everything with him, do some driving, do some testing, make sure everything was happy. So it adds up, and before you know it, you're rushed and you don't have any time. When we take off, and if George is going to run the shop, I try and keep the workload light, because the last thing you want to do is have all these little extra things come up and then you're overwhelmed with work, and I can't relax thinking I've just dumped too much work on him. It's not fair. So Esther's doing the store and emails. I've got a deposit to make and 1 return I've got to ship out, and then back to the Civic. And then I have more work on the pressure wash systems. I got the rest of the parts in for that, and I think there's a total of 18 parts per unit, and it's like a lot of stuff adds up. Plus I got to finalize things with the detail people. In fact, let me make a conference call to them right now and get that done. Oil change is one of the most important things to do to your car. I recommend you do it yourself. Buy our oil change kit in the store and do it yourself. It's very, very important. It's very simple, very, very satisfying to do yourself, because you get to see the condition of your oil coming out, and of course you know when it's been done. This is our oil filter wrench, fantastic, and this is the funnel that works the best. Put it in the funnel, no glug, pour the oil in, clean, makes the oil change so much easier. Yeah, we've got 26 over here, so right now they're hot. So that means their pressure is going to go up with heat if it's got just regular air. So when it's cold, it's a nice cool morning. This might be like 24, 25. That might be enough to throw the light. Now for the iconic start again. Are you ready? All right, this one is done. Let me get this one out, and then I have another one to bring in. Not like this. It's like a clutch for your steering wheel. This just drove here, so I'm going to let this cool and I'll show you the list. The things that we're going to do to this is mainly maintenance. It has a stalling issue and it's just been sitting, so I'm going to address those and tell you what I think it is. Customer just dropped off these injectors. He wants them cleaned. We're going to do a before and after and show you what they look like. I think they're out of a 350Z. But injectors pretty much do what injectors do, so it doesn't really matter the brand. So I'll show you those. Stay tuned. I'll put this here after the red S2000. A lot of these cars are second cars and third cars, meaning they sit for a while. One of the problems of letting it sit, the injectors get clogged up, just like the ones on that 350. Also, this was a car we put an engine in 7 years ago, and we put new plugs in it at the time. So we're going to put a new set of plugs in it, clean the injectors, and go over the maintenance and see if there's anything else we see. It said it has a random check engine light, so we'll take a look, see what is going on with that. So I first need the adapter so I can run these injectors. So let's do a before, and actually before that, let's pet the dog.
And I bought you 2 pumpkin spice lattes. I bought you the dog. She's the first one. And here's your first PSL.
Pumpkin spice latte?
Yes, you've never had
It's now
it.
down to PSL?
It's PSL.
Nice shirt.
Oh, thanks.
Save the sticks.
Save those sticks, baby.
Nice. You have to go for a ride on that one later.
Yeah.
Or maybe ours. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. And thank you to people like you that send us coffee cards so we can drink this super snooty coffee. All right. So I'm going to run them one more time. I've run them through the machine several times and then sonic clean them, which obviously makes the outside look so much nicer. This obviously does a good job, cleans the dirt out, but of course we're trying to clean the inside. So let's do another run. I'll do batches of 3 because my machine is only set up to do 4. So I'll just put 3 in at a time and run 3 and then the other 3. This is very common. I've shown this in past videos and I've done a really detailed how-to video to change these clips. And it's something that's really common on S2000s or most of these Hondas that get old. The thing with the S2000 is this is aluminum, then it has the aluminum cover over here. So this turns into like a little oven. It just bakes this plastic and makes it get really, really fragile. So as soon as you try and change your plugs like this one, the little tabs, this one's already fallen off, look. You see, it's just brittle. So we sell them like this. We're calling them S2000 clips, however they fit most Hondas. But we're giving you the outside and obviously the clip and including a tool for you to service them, to remove them and install them. When they get really bad, you don't even need the tool. This part just falls off the wires. But let me just show you one. I'll do one. I'll do it in high speed. That way, if you want to pause it, you can see any individual spots that I show you, but I'll do one, show you how easy it is. So this is always the most tricky ones. I figure I'll show you live, because you guys are going to be wrestling this in your driveway and wondering why I make it look easy. Move this wire out the way. As you've seen, most of these are just crumbling, so you don't need the tool as much because they're just falling apart. But try and collect all the little pieces that are coming out of this. You don't want that going down the spark plug holes, because it will stop your coil seating all the way. But you see this, the whole thing is crumbling. This is really important when you're chasing a misfire issue. So this little piece here is broken off. See that? Whole thing's just crumbled. So what I always do is take these off, keep the wires in the same orientation. They're not all the way around. Don't spread the pins open. Just push them down until they come out. So you almost gotta move those tabs out of the way. It's like dealing with overcooked pretzel. So it's actually worse when they're like this, because you can't move the tab. The tab's broken. The tab is jamming up in there. So just take it little at a time until they come out for you. Just have a little bit of patience. 2 are free. 1 is still stuck in there. So if you want to do them all at once, look at the orientation of your clip. You can do them all at once or individual. Make sure each one of them clips in here. You'll hear it going with a click. If it's not seated all the way, you're not going to get the retainer piece on there. So if you want to do them individual, just pay attention which way around they go. If you can hear it, camera's far away. It goes in with a nice click. Get some needle nose here. Get my fingers in there. Strategic light point. If you can hear that. And again, don't force it, just give them a wiggle and the will go in there for you. Hear that? And then the retainer should go in. Same thing, don't force it because you will bend it. Just flip it around. There it is. Now we put the coils in, now we know these are going to hold onto the coils. Look them over, make sure these are seated. This car has been sitting for about 4 or 5 months, and it's something really common. We see the gas literally clogs up the injectors. I think the gas separates when you let it sit, and it leaves a gumminess behind, and we see it so often. The injectors will be flowing all over the place, and the flow patterns look terrible. This is something can be prevented by running non-ethanol gas, or maybe adding Sta-Bil to the tank. More importantly, try and drive it more frequently and keep the gas moving. Okay, everything on the list is done except diff fluid. I've got to put that in here in a second. I'm just waiting for the washer to come, the sealing washer for the fill bolt. Check engine light, there is nothing stored, so it might have been a random code. Pulley bearings, belt, I should say coil clips, it's not injector clips. All right, let's go ahead and start her up, see if it sounds any smoother, and hopefully we fixed that stalling issue. All right, let's go ahead and turn her on. Cycle the key a couple of times because we had the fuel line off to do the injectors. Seems pretty smooth. Just let it run for a little bit. I'll plug the scanner in there. We'll check the fuel trim, see what it's doing. It's much quieter. There was distinctive noise coming from those pulleys. That's so much better. So I've shown this trick before. If you use a screwdriver, put the blade of the screwdriver in the middle of the bolt, put the handle to your ear, you can distinctively hear how bad that sound is. It amplifies it. Say when you're listening for lickers, you know, point at various points on the valve cover, it'll echo through that screwdriver. It's the best stethoscope ever. Old school. So let's check the trend, see what it shows. So if you didn't know, on the 99 and 2000, the serial port is on this side. It's right there. Surprised not many people call me and go, hey, I don't have a serial port. It's funny, I used this on the Civic, and it was surprising how slow the ECU was. Just the live data was just very, very boggy. So we'll let this sit and balance out here for a minute. So much better. Yep. We're not going to run into a stalling issue now. That's one of the things with the IP1, the lightweight flywheel. the mechanical throttle body, the mechanical idle air control valve. This is just sketchy. Look at that. It's like you can put it wherever you want. That's one of the reasons they changed it. AP2's heavier flywheel to help the inertia of the motor. Of course, 06 and up drive-by-wire, so the idle control is a little bit better. Throttle control constantly stays clean, as opposed to the idle valve on these older ones gets dirty. The idle valve is good. That was one of the next things. If it didn't straighten out, I was going to take that apart and clean it. I've shown that on past videos, but this is money. This is good. Let me look at the trims. Let me reach over for my, see what we're looking at. Yeah, they're bouncing around nicely. Okay, so I guess I've been fired from doing the store, because the one day Esther asked me to do the store, I screwed up and I missed 2 packages, or I flipped labels on packages. So somebody got exhaust tips and was supposed to get clips, and the other person got clips and exhaust tips, and the exhaust tip guy was not happy, so I caused Esther a whole bunch of headaches. Anyway, it's been a busy week, a lot of coming and going, a lot of dropping off. I'm taking mail again because for some reason the mailman didn't show up again, which kind of sucks. It's 6:26. It's been a long day. This has been a 11-hour day. So I'm going home. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some tips and tricks, or just ideas or whatever, or it helped give you the inspiration to work on your car and do something yourself. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Check out the store, lhtperformance.com, and we'll see you on the next video.